Welcome to our West Superior High School Winter Band Concert. A couple of quick things I want to mention just before everything gets rolling. You'll notice on your programs there's a QR code on the back. If you're looking for student rosters or some special thank yous, you can scan that and that'll take you to the full list of all the students on there. It's like 5 pages long. I didn't want to burn through all the paper. So the order of the pieces we're playing tonight are on the front, information on that QR code. Two other quick things, and then I'm going to hand it over to our percussion ensemble. At the end of the concert, our West Superior Agriculture Department and Sammy Van Derzen has placed all of these lovely poinsettias on the front of the stage. If you want to, they are available for purchase at the end of the concert. There are envelopes behind each one that you can put cash or check in, and there's a basket right here that those envelopes can go into, and you can take these poinsettias home. And the last thing is we'll have one fairly large stage change, and the house lights will go on, so you'll have a little bit of a time to stretch. I just want you all to be aware of that. So if you see the house lights go on, that's a good time to stretch. Go use the restroom if you need to. But with no further ado, I will pass it off to our percussion ensemble under the direction of senior Ryan Greger. All right, thank you for your patience with the changeover to our jazz band. So on stage now is our Jazz 2 program. This first piece we're going to do is going to feature Dane on flugelhorn for this one. And the second piece is going to feature Braylon Kirscher on vibes. I'm not going to do an introduction for that one. The two pieces we're going to do, though, we're going to start with a version of White Christmas, and then we're going to do a version of Christmas Time Is Here from a Charlie Brown Christmas. All right, this is all of Jazz 1, everybody. We've got a drummer, keyboardist, and a trombone player. Okay. It's a little weird, Jazz 1, only 3 people. I'm sure they're on their way. Hey, there's another one. So you'll notice we have a couple of familiar faces from Jazz 2. We've got Xander Kinjerski and Brady DeFrance are pulling double duty, generous enough to fill in some ensemble needs. Xander playing trombone in Jazz 2, and Brady playing bari sax, so that way the instruments that Landon, Riley, and Max auditioned on, if they want to play, they get a chance to do that without me forcing them into playing bari sax. Yeah, you're good, Michael. You're good. So as they kind of file on stage and get themselves all situated, the 2 pieces we're going to be doing here with Jazz 1 are both going to be vocal features. So our first piece is going to be a piece featuring, well, trombonist and vocalist Bryce LaFond doing his best Frank Sinatra impression on the original Frank Sinatra arrangement of Santa Claus Is Coming to Town. And then second, we're going to have, all of our trumpets are missing. Oh, there they are. There they are. And their second piece, we're going to feature Anna Haldmeyer doing a slightly different rendition of a classic Christmas tune. I don't want to give anything away on that one. But so when you go to school to be a music teacher, they tell you all these different things about what you're going to have to do. And little did I know that you also have to do crowd work as a comedian to fill the space. I get it. No, I understand. Believe me. Listen, I've got the wobbly stand up here. I just don't have, I'm just fortunate, okay? All right, so I believe we have everybody on stage. We are good to go. Westfield High School, we're not good to go? We're not. Oh my God. It's all good. So tonight is going to be a night of me trying to move through this concert in not an expedited way, but this concert can get a little long. This one, okay. Now I'll actually stop talking. I don't need to talk any more than I have to. All right, without further ado, Bryce LaFond and Santa Claus Is Coming to Town.
Okay. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and he's checking it twice. You're gonna find out who is naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, and you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and he's checking it twice. You're gonna find out who is naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
All right, as we switch over piano players and we bring Anna up here, we are missing a drum set. Oh, hey, there's our drum set player back there. Look at that. Can't see a thing. I always tell the kids they should make music with their ears, not their eyes. We're going to put that to the test right now. Anna Hallmeyer, you're a mean one, Mr. Green.
You are as follows, and I quote, stink, stink, stink.
and High School Jazz 1. All right, at this point, this is your chance to do a little bit of stretching. I know it's only 25 minutes in. We're going to get this reset for a concert band, and then we'll be on our way for the rest of the show. right. Again, thank you so much for all of your patience as we do these stage changes tonight. This winter concert is a really great opportunity for us to showcase all of the great ensembles that we are able to put together here, and how, with our percussion ensemble, with a lot of our jazz program, how much of it is really student-led, where that percussion ensemble that you heard at the beginning, they came to me 6 weeks ago or something and were like, hey, we'd like to do something for the concert that's just percussion focused. I said, this sounds great. What do you want to do? Who wants to run it? And Ryan took it upon himself, as well as we had Luke and Joe. There's a couple other people that had sent some ideas over. I think Braylon was bugging me about it. And I love that. I love it when students have suggestions that they want to put on the concert that they feel passionate about, that they can throw in there. Our jazz programs, students helping from Jazz 1 to Jazz 2. For those of you that don't know, our Jazz 1 meets every morning at 6:30 a.m. before anyone else is in the school, maybe like the maintenance guys. And they like drag themselves into the room, but they're there, which is a big one. And this ensemble that you're about to hear is a really special thing. This is the first time this group is playing on a concert, and you'll see in your program, it's called the Volunteer Ensemble, and I didn't have a better name for it because that's what this is. So from students in our first trimester band, I thought to ask them who wanted. We have a very robust college credit AP program here at Westbury High School, and I said, who wants to experience like AP band, right? Who wants to see what it's like to push yourselves to a slightly different level in a different way than we are able to do with our 9th grade through 12th grade ensemble? And this ensemble, everybody in here took it upon themselves to not only volunteer for this, but listen to music, make choices as to what they wanted to play, and from when we started working on this piece till now, have had about, I would say, 60 minutes of rehearsal in class, in school, to work on this music. Everything else has been individual practice outside of class with individual check-ins of, here's what you need to work on, come to the next rehearsal and have it down, and they did. So this next piece is by Carl Holmquist. It's called Play. It's inspired by New Orleans music tradition. And I do want to acknowledge we do have a special guest in the ensemble because there is a fairly significant euphonium part in here. We didn't have a euphonium player that did the volunteer ensemble, so I asked West Appear alum Kalia Garani to come back from St. Norbert College and play euphonium for us. So thank you, Kalia. Hope you enjoyed Play. I'm a very lucky band director that I get to have such incredible students and incredible former students, thank you again, Kalia, that are willing to put the kind of time into their music making that that process takes. If you have ever been in a band or been in high school band or anything like that, And maybe were the student that didn't practice quite as much as you should have. That was kind of me when I was in high school. Believe it or not, I know I'm the band director now, I shouldn't say that, but it's true. My wife's over there, and she and I started dating when I was in high school, and she can tell you I didn't practice the way I should have. But I would like to, yes, high school sweethearts. I would like to instill a different idea for my current students, that practicing in high school makes you a better musician, which means that you get to perform with better musicians, which means the music you get to perform is better, not harder, but better, because you're all making better music together. And the cycle repeats. So at this point, I'm filling because the Trimester 1 kids are about to come on. And they are going to do 3 pieces for you. And the first piece, I want to give you a little heads up. I won't be here. So if they start playing music, it's on purpose. They're not just going rogue on the concert. But the reason when we were working on the music in Trimester 1, we kind of got to a point, Michael and Xander are just back there like, hey guys. We got to a point in the music making where every band director gets scared of it, that we peak too early. We're playing the music too good too soon, so we don't have anywhere to go. And the first piece you're going to hear has some tempo changes in it. It's got some solos. It's got some very interesting kind of interaction between people in the ensemble, and something I wanted them to work on. And I got to give credit to Professor Scott Teeple from UW-Madison, who came and did a clinic with our ensemble back in November. And this was an idea that stemmed from him, was getting the band used to making music, again, with their ears, having their eyes closed, playing things, and trying to interact with someone across the ensemble instead of the person right next to them. So as they were working on this, we thought, what better way to put that into practice than perform without a conductor? Now, I am generally making jokes up here that all I do is wave my arms, and I know Dr. Gerke's here, so please trust me, I do teach. I am a good band director. I do not just make them do all the work, but this example of musicianship is really rare for high school students to be able to accomplish at the level that they've been accomplishing it. So without further ado, I'm gonna leave the stage, and Brianna Hain is gonna, I'm gonna go change the lights for you. We talked about this earlier. There's a light cue for her to start the piece. I'm gonna help you. It's all good, it's all good. The magic can still be real. So I'm gonna head off stage. I'm gonna hand it over to the ensemble. But I hope you enjoy Wassail. Our next piece is going to feature a special guest. This is a piece that we started reading in Trimester 1, and Jared Kralovic, when he's playing the Kurtales parts back there, and I was telling him he's playing what is reminiscent of a harp part. I was like, try to make those sound as close to a harp as you could. And he's like, well, do you want me to ask David if he wants to play harp? And I'm like, what? We have a harpist in the school? So after I was taken aback by that bit of information and had a chance to talk with David, we are able to welcome David Whipp to the stage as our special harpist for this evening. And the piece we're going to play with him is a Johann Sebastian Bach cantata called Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring. You may not know it by name, but you have probably heard this melody at one point or another. We hope you enjoy. All right, our final piece from Trimester 1 band before we bring out our last group of the evening and our Trimester 2 ensemble is a piece by the composer Kataj Copley. Not a Christmas tune, but a tune that I think captures the spirit of this season. Halcyon Hearts, a piece about leading with love, leading to prosperity. This has been a really fun piece for us to work on and has a lot of cool moments with some instruments that are featured a little bit differently than some other pieces. So hope you enjoy Halcyon Hearts. I really look forward to listening back to this concert on the live stream and hearing that and just remembering in my Trimester 1 clears off the stage and we get ready to bring on Trimester 2, this is the opportunity that I want to thank a few people that I maybe didn't get a chance to in the program. Again, people that have helped make this possible with last minute help or just constant support throughout this whole concert cycle. So again, a massive thank you to both Kalia Garanya and David Whipp for being guest artists with us tonight. One more round of applause for the two of them, please. There are a lot of people that I lean on to help me, not only in the building, but also outside of the building. I wouldn't be able to be the teacher I am without the support of my lovely wife, Lauren, and the constant pestering of my 6-year-old Aaron. He's great, but it is past his bedtime, but that's okay. He does a great job of he comes to, before we left here tonight, he was decorating cookies. So if you see any glitter on my pants, it is, I promise you, that's not part of my normal concert attire. That's just the Christmas cookies that got on me as I was walking out the door. Today he was like, hey, what does this sound like? And he moves his hand, and I have to sing it. It keeps me on my toes musically, so when I bring it to the high school, it's great. The support of my wife is incredible, but within the building, there are so many people that, on a day-to-day basis, that a few of them that I want to call out by name, Pam Bissing and Ashley Knapp, are both phenomenal resources for me to bounce ideas off of and also help me with a lot of the tech things here. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without the support of our great administration, Dr. Gerke, Mr. Eggert, Mr. Hurley, Mr. Schumacher. The support that they show for our music department is felt day in and day out, and I want to make sure that I don't waste the opportunity to say thank you to them. And I would, it means a lot when we're able to do this and our administrators know the impact that it not only has on students' college applications, but on their day-to-day life, being able to have a way to express themselves and be their own form and identity outside of the normal high school environment. And music is a really powerful tool for that. And I want to thank our administration for giving us the tools and the freedom to really execute that. So thank you to the administration. As we're getting everyone on, if we're short any chairs or stands, Bryce is going to help us out. He's going back there to grab. How's it going, Jacob? We're doing good. We're doing good. My wife and I made a deal that when our son was born, which was 6 years ago, that I would play Sleigh Ride at that concert because it's her favorite Christmas song. And I, as a band director, appreciate it, but also, if I don't have to play Sleigh Ride that often, it would be good. But, as you can probably tell by me getting flanked by percussion instruments, our first piece that we're going to do at Trimester 2 is, in fact, Sleigh Ride. Yeah. I think we've got some percussionists moving around. It's good. I do notice there's some. Let's see. There were a couple of gifts left for us under this tree over here. Just give me 1 second. So I think Santa left us some musical instruments that represent the care that goes into every day that the percussionists, the care they show our instruments. Let's see if. All right, some jagged 2x4s with. Is that a nail coming out of that? No, just a little loose. Okay. Well, Makes a sound. I actually can't make this one up. Let's see. Oh, this is the Franken slapstick of all the broken ones that they came up with. My last thank you before we play this song, it does still work, yes. Aside from the potential splinter damage that we would have to give safety glasses to everybody in the first 3 rows for. Big thank you to Brad Carbon in our wood shop for doing a little bit of commiserating with our grid. Wow, look at, oh my goodness. All right, so we get a couple of nice handmade slapsticks just for our percussionists. I told them to play them softly so that way they hopefully don't break, but who knows? If we get one exploding on stage during the concert, we'll see. That'll be, we'll have the shock value, so that'll be good. Our first piece that we're gonna do with our Trimester 2 ensemble is Leroy Anderson's classic, Sleigh Ride. In case you're wondering, I did have to give you slapstick in surround. So, you're in for a real special treat. For any of you that are in the front row, get to hear it really loud. Now we get to hear it all the way in the middle, too. It's going to be every day for the last 3 weeks. Here we go! The last thing I want to mention before we play our final piece, which is a medley of Christmas pieces called The Most Wonderful Christmas. There's two other groups that I want to acknowledge. Before I do that, remember, poinsettias at the front of the stage. If you'd like one, envelopes are behind them, cash or check. There's instructions on them, and you can put them in the basket and then take those home if you'd like. But the last two groups or people that I want to acknowledge, first and foremost, are our Trimester 2 students that have had, and I can't make this up, 6 rehearsals to get this concert ready. December 4th was our first day of Trimester 2, and we meet every other day. We had a Tuesday, a Thursday, a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and this morning. We had 6 days, and this is what this group sounds like. And it goes to show two things. One, the power of an ensemble and making music together is that we are stronger as a group than we maybe are as individuals, because those 6 days, a lot of freshmen, like they come in the first day and their eyes are like, oh my God, because the music is difficult. But as an ensemble, they sound really fantastic. And that doesn't happen without a really wonderful music education team through all levels. So I want to give a special acknowledgement to both Dave Shep and Becky Zacher, our intermediate and middle school band directors, because they allow me to make the music that I do with this high school group. So I want to give a big shout out to Becky and Dave. Thank you so much. As I said, our last piece on the concert, and thank you for sticking with. I tried to make sure that we were moving as quickly as we could through this concert. I know it's a long one, but there's a lot of really wonderful groups to listen to. A Most Wonderful Christmas. Have a great night. Have a great week. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you once again for coming out. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a happy holiday season.